everybody, welcome to Matt's Metal Show. Got my fucking Pyromania shirt on. You're gonna be like, what? What the fuck? I love fucking Pyromania. You got a fucking problem with it? Eating the bagel. That feels good. Fucking bagels are good like Pyromania is fucking good. What are we talking about today? We'll talk about a little Def Leppard. I'll go over their new album. Fuck, I might even do a Def Leppard show. Who knows? I know a lot of people fucking piss on Def Leppard. I'm not going to say it's not fucking anything they didn't ask for. You know, so. Yeah. Anyways, what are we talking about? We'll get to the stadium tour. Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Joan, Jett, Poison. We'll get to that in a minute. They opened up their first show in Atlanta like 2 nights ago. There's a bunch of video clips on the on YouTube you can watch. Interesting. You know, interesting. I'll put my 2 cents in. Sorry, I'm fucking starving. Anyways, let's get on with the show. Let's talk about Ozzy first. Ozzy had surgery on Monday to fix his neck. Ozzy, like years ago, Ozzy, some crazy fucking person that was babysitting Ozzy let him get on a fucking like quad. And Ozzy ate shit and almost killed himself. Fucked himself all up. Anyways, he had to have like pins and shit put in his neck. And then a couple years ago, he fell down at home and he fucked it up. And there were like the pins and screws were all fucked up. So everybody was like, you know, Sharon was like, this surgery is going to like dictate what the rest of Ozzy's life is going to be like. And it's like, because he couldn't really stand up. His neck was all fucked up. So he did have surgery on Monday. He's already home. I've been fucking neck brace on. Said peace to all his fans and shit. He's an old fucking man. Is Ozzy. And, you know, he's starting to show his wear. He's starting to show, the seams are starting to show. Because, you know, and Ozzy will be the first to admit it. Ozzy should have been dead fucking years ago. Should have found him floating face down in a bathtub full of his own vomit. So, the fact that he's 70 fucking, what, 3? 4? But he's born 47, right? December 47, December 3rd, right? He's fucking old man. He's 74, right? So he'll be 75 this year, right? Same age as my mom. Actually, my mom's like 6, 7, 8 months older than Ozzy. But anyways, he's lucky to be alive, dude. So we'll see what happens. It's not like Ozzy's gonna all of a sudden fucking be 20 years old again. He's gonna be fucking like going out and fucking doing full contact sports. Yeah, he's a fucking old man. So hopefully this will give him some semblance of a normal life. Nobody has Parkinson's and shit like that. So he's got a lot of strikes against him. Not to mention all the motherfucking drugs he did in his life and all the alcohol. So, but we'll see what happens. They're doing a Taylor Hawkins benefit. The Foo Fighters are, and they invited a bunch of people. It's gonna be at the like O2 Arena in like September, I think, September 3rd, I want to say. And there's a bunch of people, Wolfgang Van Halen and Michael Anthony, I think, and Sammy Hagar are going to be there. And it's just this whole list of fucking people, and they're going to, like, honor the memory of Taylor. That's cool. You know, he's been gone for a couple months now, and, you know, Phenomenal drummer, great guy. Everybody, the guys from fucking Rush too. Rush are gonna be there. The 2 surviving members of Rush. Isn't that weird? Geddy and Alex will be there. You know, because they love Taylor. I watched an interview with them not too long ago where they were talking about Taylor and that. And Geddy was saying, like, what a great fucking guy. What a great guy he was. Everybody fails to mention, like, all the fucking drugs he was on. But, you know, he was a great guy. I mean, you could be a drug addict and a nice guy. You know, so that's cool. I'm not knocking Taylor Hawkins. It's just so weird how they stopped talking about that. They stopped talking about, like, why he's dead. And they're just like, oh, you know, just remember him. He's such a great guy. And he was like, yeah, he was. He's a great guy. I didn't know him, but everything that I ever saw from him, like, he seemed like a great dude. But he was a fucking drug addict, dude. Which ultimately led to his demise, you know, so. What are you going to do? Taylor Hawkins. Okay, let's get into this fucking thing. So, okay. So there's a tour. It just started 2 days ago, I want to say. So it was like on today's the 18th. So it was like maybe the 16th of June, like 2 days ago. It started in Atlanta, where the home of the Braves, right? That's the stadium in which the Braves play in. So it was Joan, Jett, and the Blackhearts, I would assume. They look kind of young to be the Blackhearts, though, from what I watched. So I don't know. But it's Joan, Jett. And from what I watched, it's like, dude, she was right on. She sounded great. She was fucking, but she just fucking stood there. And that's the thing about, like, some of these shows is, like, first of all, the tickets for these, because you're talking about there's 4 bands that you're going to see. So you're basically paying, like, 4 times what you would pay to see each one of these bands. So I can't remember what the average ticket price is, but I know it was pretty pricey. But like, what are you getting? Now, for the first 3 bands, you're getting the greatest hits. Because none of them have a new album out. They're all just fucking running through the hits. So I watched Joan Jett sing, I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. You know, I watched her do that. It wasn't very, I don't know. She just stood there and fucking sang it. It wasn't like she was totally into it. It was, and then at the end she was like, thank you. You know, and it was just like, dude, you've been doing this for a long motherfucking time. That song came out in, what, 1981? You know? So, like, dude, you know, you should be up there thrashing and fucking getting into it. It just seemed like, I mean, it's not a very intricate song. Anyways, she sounded great, though. So, hey. And then Poison. You know, Poison's just doing their greatest hits. They're doing, you know, Talk Dirty to Me. I watched Talk Dirty to Me, and I watched Look What the Cat Dragged did. I think that was the one I watched. Same thing. They're up there. They look decent. I mean, Bret Michaels is like, first of all, Bobby Dahl and Bret Michaels are wearing like headbands, you know. Bret Michaels got that big giant headband. He's got long hair, but it's like, dude, how bald are you? You know? And didn't you have enough money to, like, fix that? Elton John did. So maybe you should call Elton. Hey, Elton, what'd you do to get your hair back? It's kind of funny. Him and Bobby Dahl, like, they look like gang members. You know, they got the big fucking bandanas on. And then CeCe DeVille, I don't know if he's wearing a wig or what, because dude, his fucking hair is like, oh, fucking, like, down to here. You know, it's fucking crazy. At first I was like, who the fuck is that? Last time I saw CeCe DeVille in Poison, he was so coked out of his fucking skull that, like, it was hard to tell who that really was. But all these years later, I had to look it up. Because it was weird, because he goes, Bret Michaels, like, introduces the song. He's like, oh, we're going to do this old song. It's called Talk Dirty to Me. And then he says, from Bobby and from Ricky and myself. And you're like, okay. And then so at first I thought, oh, fuck, what? Is CeCe not in the band anymore? Because that'd be weird. if you're going on like a greatest hits tour, and you don't have CC, but he does have CC because then he's all, take it away, CC, and you're like, okay, that was weird. They sounded good. You know, I mean, the biggest thing now is like seeing these legacy bands. Do they sound good? They're not going to wow you with a fucking stage production. You know, Bret Michaels, he looks a little saggy, dude. You know, he used to be all ripped and perfect, and now he's like, you know, his skin looks like it's made of leather. He looks like fucking George Hamilton, and he's got, you know, some baggage like dragging down. But he still looks like, for his age, to be in pretty good shape. Plus, he has fucking diabetes, and she almost died a couple years ago. So fuck, you know, for them to be out there and they look good. They sounded good. It's fucking Poison, dude. Last time I saw Poison, they opened for Dave Lee Roth at the show that I saw where they blew up Steve Vai. So it's the last time I saw Poison live. Yeah. So, and then you got Motley Crue. Now, I don't know if they're swapping back and forth because it's supposed to be like a co-headlining tour. Supposed to be, I guess. I don't know. Is it? The Motley Crue, they were out there in the daylight. And at first, like, Vince came out and he was wearing this big weird looking kimono thing. And then he kind of stripped it off. And then he had like this big, his stage outfits look like some 10-year-old bottom. It had this big intro. It was like a news fucking cast. And they were just like, this is the future. And you're like, Motley Crue is the future? It was weird. But they had this, the cool thing about the show is they had this big giant banner that was like, you know, lit. It was like a TV monitor, but it was this big long banner. And it would come down on the stage. And so for each band, it would lift up and reveal them. And instead of having a stage curtain, they had this big fucking electronic fucking billboard, basically. And they would lift it up. So Motley Crue had this big long intro to where it was like this fake newscast where they were saying like, oh, you know, fans are getting together and this is the future and whatever. So they did about 5 songs. Vince actually sounded pretty decent. It looks like he's lost maybe 10 pounds. He's not fucking Vince Neil from 1987, but, you know. Nicky looks exactly the same as he always does. And Mick just stands over in the corner, not participating, just playing. You know, it's not like Mick's going to get up there and be like, you know. And then Tommy Lee. And then it was weird. So they did 5 songs. They opened with Wild Side. It's cool. They get about 5 songs in. And then Tommy Lee comes out. And he starts talking to the crowd. And then he announces that 14 days ago he broke 4 of his fucking ribs. And so he's not supposed to be playing. And so Tommy Kufetos, or whatever the fuck his name is, from like, what was he in? I'll fucking look it up and put it here. I know he's from, what? It's not Mike Borden, so he wasn't from fucking, what's he from? It's going to bug me. I'm going to have to look it up real quick. The first fact check of the day. He's a session drummer. He worked with Black Sabbath on the reunion tour and the album 13. Yeah, he played with Ozzy, basically. He did Alice Cooper, Ted Nugent, Rob Zombie, John 5, Black Sabbath. He was like the touring drummer for Sabbath when Sabbath was old and geezery, you know. Anyways, so like Tommy Lee comes out and he's like, dude, you know, and Tommy Lee's like 60-something years old and he talks like he's fucking like 13. You know, he's like, dude, fucking bro, man, I busted not 1, not 2, but not 3, but 4 motherfucking ribs, man. And then he says, I wish I had a fun story to tell where him and Conor McGregor were duking it out in something, but he didn't have a cool story, so it meant he slipped in the fucking shower like an old fucking man, or he hurt himself cutting bonsai trees. I don't fucking know. So anyways, he turned the show over to Tommy, and he said, I'll see you later, and he walked off stage. And then I guess at the end of the show, he came out and he played his little played his little Home Sweet Home on the piano. So funny how Motley Crue fans act like Tommy Lee's fucking Chopin, you know? It's like, wow. It's like a child playing piano, right? But yeah, that was kind of odd because you know, I follow Tommy Lee on Instagram, and he's always posting shit and stuff, and he's been posting like, oh, here's the tour bus, man, we're ready, we're out, we're ready to go. But not 1 minute did he say, oh, hey, by the way, I fell and busted 4 of my fucking ribs. So this was kind of shocking. Kind of a weird way to announce that. I guess they didn't want to hurt any ticket sales. Seemed kind of like deceptive, didn't it? Like, dude, don't announce that you're hurt. Can you go out and play a couple songs so at least the people that came to see Motley Crue don't lose their fucking mind? And be like, dude, Tommy Lee bailed on us. So, yeah. So Tommy just went and chilled somewhere in the back and then came out and did the encore, and that was it. So, Motley Crue finished up right around dusk. And then Def Leppard came out, and then I guess it started fucking pouring rain. It's fucking Atlanta, Georgia, in fucking June. So there are scenes where I watched the opening song, which was what? It was Just Say Anything or something like that. It was cool. I mean, Joe Elliott, he sounds decent. Vince Neil actually sounded pretty decent, and I listened to like quite a few songs. I even listened to Kickstart My Heart to see if he was going to, like, mumble incoherent fucking things about Big Mac doing 103. But he actually, he didn't sound stellar, but at least he was fucking there all the way to the end, you know. He sang Home Sweet Home and shit like that. So obviously Vince, somebody took him aside and got some of his shit straightened out. I mean, he's still not awesome, but at the same time, Motley Crue, you know, I think they did some of like cover tunes. I saw a little section where Nikki Sixx came out and he was talking about all the fucking cover tunes they did, and he was like, you know, do you remember Jailhouse Rock, our girls, girls, girls? And you're like, yeah, I remember it. It was boring as shit. I remember it on the Theater of Pain tour when you told us, oh, we're recording it live, you know, and then the album came out and no one fucking to this day knows where the fuck that was recorded. You know, I remember in San Diego you said you were recording it, so who fucking knows? But, you know, so they pulled out some of that shit. But basically, Motley Crue played the hits. They played The Dirt, and I guess Machine Gun Kelly came out. How exciting. Motley Crue doing their greatest hits. They don't really have an album. The only band that has an album that they're touring is fucking Def Leppard. So Def Leppard's actually touring a new album. I'm not sure how much they played of it, but they do have a new album. It's called Diamond Star Halos. Right? Diamond Star Halos. It's supposed to be a reference to T-Rex's Bang a Gong, right? Yes. So watch Def Leppard. Joe sounded alright. Joe hasn't sounded amazing in years. But they put on a good show, and then it started pouring rain, and they didn't give a fuck. They're still standing out in the rain, which is kind of hinky because you get fucking electrocuted doing shit like that when you play an electric guitar. But hey, they did it, and so that was the show. Watched a bunch of videos. I will tell you, like, they all sounded good. Now, Motley Crue pipes in music, so I don't know how good they actually sounded. Out of the 4 bands that played, Motley Crue for sure pipes in music. They do. And they can fucking lie about it and say they don't, but they do. They play to a backing track just because they're not awesome. So you got 5 songs of Tommy Lee, and then you got Tommy Kufetos playing the rest. But he's a good drummer. He's not Tommy Lee, but he's a good drummer. So, just seemed kind of weird. Seemed kind of dishonest. You think of, like, if some health scare like that, you think Tommy would have posted it on fucking Instagram saying, hey, I'm going to be playing, but I might only be playing a couple songs because I'm really not supposed to be playing because I got 4 fucking cracked ribs. So that seemed kind of, you know, douchey. Like, don't want to... Dude, they're getting paid... I've heard $100 million. I've heard $150 million. They're getting paid a lot of fucking money to do this tour. So don't act like Motley Crue's doing this because they love you. Don't. It hasn't been about the fans with Motley Crue in probably a long fucking time. A long fucking time. I mean, they can sit there and go, ah, we love our fans, but I don't really get that vibe from fucking any of them. I mean, you can pretend like they're fucking super cool with their fans, but they're not. They'll charge you to meet them. You know, they're that band. They're not walking around signing autographs. They're like, yeah, you could come backstage and meet us. It's like fucking $3,000. Cool, man. Fuck you. But anyways, yeah, Tommy Lee's into bonsai trees. Nikki Sixx lives in like fucking Wyoming or something. Vince Neil lives in fucking, you know, Tennessee, right? And fucking Nashville. All he cares about is fucking tacos and fucking, you know, I guess he has horses, you know. Mick Mars, who fucking knows Mick Mars? He's like 800 years old. He's 5 years older than all of them, so he's what, 71? You know, he's an old dude. And he, you know, he wasn't up there like spinning hoops and riding on a unicycle. He was over in the corner, locked in. I think they just like pose him and then he, you know, he's got a bunch of shit wrong with him, so everybody will praise him and be like, oh, he's so courageous. No, he's not. He's greedy. He wants money, dude. Like all of them. So, it's all about money. But you could go, the weird thing is, and a bunch of people posted videos, and I swear to God, like in the beginning of the Motley Crue show, this guy's like showing the thing, and all these people, all these middle-aged fucking posers, they're all just standing there, you know, they're all wearing like shorts and, you know, I don't know if they were metalheads when they were kids, but they all just look like dorks, like me. And they're all just standing there with their fucking cell phone. Like, you saw hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, like thousands of people just standing there with their fucking cell phone just recording that. Now, it's cool for me because I got to actually see some of the show because I'm not going to go to this fucking show. I'm not paying that kind of money to see these tired-ass bands play their greatest hits. I'm not a huge Def Leppard fan anymore. We'll talk about their new album. But, it's like with Guns N' Roses. It's like with, you know, you see these bands and all these people are freaking out, but then you go like watch them and you're just like, dude, they're not that exciting. They're just playing the greatest hits and they're just like, I don't see you walking away from that show just being like blown away. Like you were as a kid when shit would happen, when shit was real, when these guys had energy and they weren't just plugged into a corner. You know, they weren't fucking animatronic. You know, Nikki Sixx tries to be like still like vocal with the fans and stuff, but it's like, dude, you have no reference to these people. You stopped being a normal person a long time ago. Yeah. So, and that's the thing, and I know that irritates the band because I remember seeing Motley Crue, and I remember Nikki Sixx was like talking shit to people, like, why the fuck are you standing here videotaping me? You're in the third row. Like, why aren't you just rocking out? And that's kind of what I see too. It's cool if you like snap a couple of pictures and put your freaking phone away and have fun. If you're just gonna stand there and record the whole fucking show, like I don't understand why you're there. Did you just pay so you could record the whole show? What are you gonna do later on? Watch it and then rock out? It's like you're fucking there. I don't get that shit. I know like some of the smaller places and some of the artists and stuff. Like I remember Glenn Danzig when they did the Misfits shows, like the venue he had, dude, you had to lock your phone up in a thing and put it away. Now, I know that's a small venue and there's a lot less people. And people kind of criticize him for that, but I think that's a great thing. I mean, he was doing it because he didn't want you to record how shitty he was and post it on fucking YouTube. But also, so you could fucking just have fun. Put your fucking phone away and just have fun and rock out. You know, people are singing the songs, but they're all just standing there like fucking zombies. Their fucking cell phone. Looking around. Yeah, this is cool, man. I'm in nosebleed, and I'll just zoom in on my phone a little bit. I'll make it look like I'm sitting in the first row, and it's like, dude, what a joke. Why don't you just wait for the video to come out? And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, why don't bands ban cell phones? Ban them. Just be like, dude, they're not allowed in. You get searched when you come in. Put it on the tickets. Put it on the thing. No fucking cell phones. Back in the day, we weren't allowed to bring in cameras and shit. You couldn't bring that shit in. I don't understand why you could do it now. So I know people would freak the fuck out, but you could set the precedence and say, you know what? We want you to come have fun and not just stand there. Like, tough shit if you don't have pictures. I don't have any pictures of when I saw Metallica for the first time in '86. Well, I do. In the parking lot, I have pictures. But I don't have pictures of all the fucking phenomenal shows that I saw when I was a kid because you weren't allowed to bring cameras in. And now you can bring your cell phone and everybody stands around and there's thousands of people standing around Brave Stadium like a bunch of sheep. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't get it. It's even the people down front. And you know, those people paid a fuck ton of money to sit there because these tickets are thousands of fucking dollars. Thousands of dollars. And they're standing there recording it with their cell phone. Why? So you can post it or so you can make your friends think you're cool? They don't think you're cool. They think you're an idiot because you're like right there. You should be rocking out. But then again, the people on stage aren't really rocking out. So I don't know. It's like disconnection. It's fucking weird. But anyways, let's talk about the new Def Leppard album. It's called Diamond Star Halos. It just came out when? May 27th, so it's been a little bit. It's alright. There's nothing on here that's going to blow you away. There's 2 songs with Alison Krauss that they do. I don't know why. I mean, I had some of the songs they did with Taylor Swift too, and it's like, why? Okay. This sounds like a fucking Def Leppard album. Take What You Want. That's what they opened the show with. It's alright. It's a cool song. Kick is like the single, right? I don't want to kick my habit of you or whatever. It's alright. Fired Up. It's a good song. It's decent. This Guitar is the first song with Alison Krauss. I just thought it was fucking boring. I did. A lot of these songs were written by Phil Collen. And then Joe Elliott, mostly. And then some outside writers. Alison Krauss didn't write these fucking songs. So, song called Liquid Dust. That's kind of cool. This is a fun album to listen to, but after a while, it just blends. It just becomes another fucking Def Leppard album. From Here to Eternity was written by Rick Savage, though, and that's the last song, and that's pretty fucking cool. There's some fucking trippy shit in there. Overall, though, like, Goodbye, for good this time. You rock me. It's like you and then R-O-K and then M-I. Like you're fucking retarded. That shit kind of irritates me when I know Queensryche used to do that, and it's just like, what are you pandering to the people that can't spell doing text messaging? I mean, you rock me. Cool, man. Let's fucking embrace illiteracy. Overall, it's a fucking cool Def Leppard. Just like the last Def Leppard album, Def Leppard, what, from 2013, was it? Let's check it. I just downloaded it. I'll probably do a Def Leppard show, even though I know no one will give a fuck. Because no one cares about Def Leppard anymore. And that's kind of their own fault, like I said in the beginning. It's like, you know, you lost you had 3 fucking stellar albums. Some people would say 4. I don't know if I would go as far as Hysteria being a stellar album. This is a very popular album. It went past Diamond, but so did Pyromania. 2 Diamond albums back to back, right? One of the few bands in rock history to actually sell that many fucking albums. Crazy. That might be why Def Leppard is the headliner, because they have sold more fucking albums. Just 2 of their albums, they've sold more albums than Motley Crue. It was 2015. So that Def Leppard album from 2015, just like with that album, I found 1, 2, 3, 4, I found 5 really cool fucking songs out of 14. This album has like 15 songs. Like I said, I don't know why they're doing the Alison Krauss stuff. Maybe because, you know, Robert Plant did. So everybody's like, oh, dude, we should go with Alison Krauss, man. Maybe that would be fucking awesome. It just seems to be like, dude, what is Def Leppard? Is Def Leppard that band that I saw on MTV when I was 13 years old that did fucking Photograph? And it blew my fucking mind. Because you were like, who the fuck are these guys? And why are they wearing fucking, like, British flag shorts? Who the fuck are they? And, you know, Photograph! And we were just like, fuck, these guys were amazing. And then we went back and, you know, because really, our first taste of fucking Def Leppard was MTV. It was. I didn't have fucking High and Dry. I wasn't like, oh, dude, I love High and Dry. I was fucking 11 when that fucking album came out. You know, I didn't fucking know. And On Through the Night, nobody fucking... People bought that later on. And that album, you know, it was something that you kind of bought. I remember when I bought it, it was like, you know, after the fact. Everybody went backwards, but then, you know, you would buy High and Dry and you'd be like, holy fuck, High and Dry is awesome. And then maybe way after Hysteria came out and you were kind of bored of Pour Some Sugar on Me, then you went back and said, oh, I should check out On Through the Night. You know. Def Leppard, man, they've been putting out misfires, for forever. The last decade or so, they've been a little bit more consistent. That last album, it had some fucking cool songs on it. It's nothing to blow your fucking mind, but it's not slang. I don't think I've ever listened to X. I'll have to, like, I know it's gonna be torture, but I'll have to dig in and listen to these Def Leppard albums. Maybe I'll do a Def Leppard ranking. Maybe. I don't know. But Diamond Star Halos, you know, $10 is $10. So if you're going to spend $10, that's like less than a pack of cigarettes. So, you know, it's cool. But, like, I can't see myself being like, I can't see myself listening to that album more than 3 times. And that's the thing. It's like you have to ask yourself, it's like, dude, is that gonna become your favorite Def Leppard album? No. Then kind of why waste your time, really? Seriously. It's cool that they're out there putting out. It's just so weird because once Vivian Campbell came into the band, and it's funny how people kind of like defend Vivian Campbell as this fucking master guitar player, and it's like, when? River Dogs? He had some cool shit in River Dogs, but like, since Dio, take Dio and put that over here. Since Dio, what the fuck has Vivian Campbell done? He certainly has not injected fucking Def Leppard with anything. He hasn't wrote a fucking song. Not one fucking song on here is written by Vivian Campbell, right? Let's double check just to make sure I'm not talking out of my asshole, but pretty sure I didn't see any Vivian Campbell writing credits. And that's what it makes you wonder. It's like, well, why is fucking Vivian Campbell in fucking Def Leppard? Why? Why is he in there? It seems like he's just bored. Yeah, there's not a single fucking writing credit on this album from Vivian fucking Campbell. There's not. Not a fucking thing. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's see. Did he write any songs on the last fucking album? He had writing credits on 2 fucking songs on the last album. On Wings of an Angel and Blind Faith, he actually had writing credits. But you have to ask yourself, and I always see these people like, oh, Vivian Campbell's such a shredder. When? What? When he's playing in his fucking old Dio band? Last in Line, when he's doing that shit? I like some of the River Dog stuff. I like the first album, and then I like the album that came out years later. It's kind of fun stuff, but there's nothing on there that's like fucking mind-blowing as far as guitar playing is concerned. But he does have some tasty guitar playing on that album. But like on Def Leppard, it's like there's solos on this album that are kind of shreddy. But you're like, well, I don't know if it's Phil or if it's Vivian. And Vivian didn't write anything, so I just don't understand. You know, when Vivian went into Def Leppard, in the back of my head, all those years ago, I was like, that'll be fucking cool because he's a fucking lead guitar player. He's replacing fucking Steve Clark, who was a great rhythm player, and he played some lead, but like his rhythm playing was good. You know, it's kind of the basis, the standard for this band. I thought, wow. And then they did nothing with him. It was like, you have the winning lottery ticket, but you're just going to hold on to it, just in case. Save it for a rainy day. Well, there was a rainy day 2 days ago where they were all playing in the rain. I was waiting for Vivian to get electrocuted because I just don't understand why the fuck he's in Def Leppard. He's not contributing anything. I can't see a fan going there and being like blown away by fucking what Vivian Campbell's doing. He's boring. It's like, dude, you were relevant in Dio, and then you went to Whitesnake, where you were just playing other people's songs. And then you went to fucking River Dogs, which was cool shit, man, but it wasn't popular. It didn't take off. So you jumped ship to fucking Def Leppard. Been in Def Leppard now for fuck how many years? Like a lot of fucking years. Yeah, Viv joined Def Leppard in 1992. That was 30 fucking years ago. He's been in Def Leppard for 30 fucking years. I guess it's a steady paycheck. I guess they pay him to stand up there and be Steve Clark. But like, dude, it just, I'm sorry. I've met Viv. I'll also throw some pictures up here with him back when he was relevant and cool, back when he was still in Dio, you know? And, wait, was he still in Dio? Maybe he wasn't. Oh, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. No, I think Craig was in Dio by that time. But anyways, it was back when Vivian was young and cool, and he might have been in Whitesnake. He wasn't in Def Leppard yet, I'll tell you that. Might have been in River Dogs, but what was River Dogs, like 90? I think so. But like, dude, I always see these people where they're just like, they sit there and defend Vivian Campbell, and they're like, Ronnie Dio was so mean to him, and Vivian Campbell is such an amazing guitar player, and you're like, yeah, on Holy Diver, on the fucking Last in Line, little bit on Sacred Heart, a little bit. There's some cool fucking songs that he rips up, but throw the River Dogs out because, like I said, when you listen to River Dogs, man, it's some tasty playing. It's some fucking playing that, you know, there's playing that you listen to, like if you listen to like Stevie Ray Vaughan or you listen to like Gary Moore when he's playing the blues stuff, it's like, it's tasty, it fits, it's fucking great, man. It's not fucking like mind-blowing, like, what the fuck is he doing? It's more like, oh, this fits perfectly. And then there's like shit that you just like throw on fucking Randy Rhoads and listen to his solo on pick a song. And you're just like, fuck. Vivian Campbell, when you listen to his fucking solos on Holy Diver, you're just like, fuck. It's amazing. Tasty playing in fucking River Dogs. And then Def Leppard. Fucking faceless. Fucking just anonymous fucking playing. And you could go, oh, well, he plays that one lead on that one song. And you're like, dude, if you have to tell me that he's playing that lead in that one song, then he's fucking KK Downing. And that's kind of basically what Vivian's become. He's like the KK Downing of fucking Def Leppard. You know? It's like, is that Glenn? It might be KK. In Def Leppard, it's like, it's Phil Collin, right? Oh, it might be fucking Vivian. We don't know. But what, you know, blow me away. Blow me away, Vivian. Fuck. Play something that blows me away. But you just like, you seem like you've been stuck in neutral now for 30 fucking years, dude. That's a steady paycheck. So, and I heard something, and I didn't know this, but, you know, Vivian Campbell comes from money. And I didn't know that. So when I was reading an interview or something from Ryan Dio, and he's like, Vivian's a little rich kid. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. His parents had money. So he was a spoiled little brat. So he didn't really care about the money on the first couple of Dio albums, and then he wanted the money. And that was kind of the reason why he left Dio, was because he was promised, like, at first they were like, dude, we got to set this up. You know, you guys are just going to get a percentage of this. Ronnie's going to get all the money, the publishing and all that. But then by the third album, it should be a band effort and you guys should be paid equally. And then that didn't happen. And then that's where he felt supposedly that he was being wrong. Now, people point their finger at Wendy Dio because everybody's like, well, that's Ryan Dio's wife. Well, wife is a broad term. They were married, but they were not in a regular relationship. She was basically like his manager. They were married, but they were like, I don't even know if they lived together. You know, it was a weird, fucking strange thing. But she was like having none of that shit. She was like getting the money for herself and Ronnie. And supposedly Ronnie tried to say, hey, you know, we got to pay these guys because, you know, they're writing songs and shit like that. So they should be getting an equal share. And that didn't happen. So it kind of looked like he was being weak or being deceptive. And then Vivian left the band. But then look where he went. Well, you think he was raking in money in fucking Whitesnake? You think he was cranking in money in fucking River Dogs? Do you think he's making bank in fucking Def Leppard? So you got to ask yourself, well, you bit the hand that feeds, and you're so bitter and angry and fucking mad about it. But yeah, look what you did afterwards. What the fuck did you do? You can't tell me you're getting an equal share of fucking Def Leppard. You don't write any of the fucking songs. You can't tell me you're getting 1/5 of Def Leppard. You're not. I guarantee you're not. You know, if you are, then they're fucking generous. You know, but they are. They're fucking generous for giving you 1/5. I'm pretty sure Phil's probably getting the lion's share because he writes a lot of the songs, and he is the better guitar player. Yes, Phil Collen from Def Leppard. Phil Collen. Phil Collen. Is it Colin? Colin? Fuck, I never know. I met him, though. He's a super fucking nice dude. He's so fucking nice. And he's fucking yoked. Fucking just workout freak. He's a great fucking guitar player. He's really good. Must be sleeping in fucking Def Leppard, though, right? Anyways, that's all I got for today. Wishing Ozzy well. Hopefully he doesn't croak on us. But he's not doing bang up, you know, he's not doing a bang up job and taking care of himself in recent years. So we'll see what happens to him. If you go see the stadium tour, just know that you're going to get a couple of minutes of Tommy Lee, and then you're going to get Tommy Kufetos up there playing the rest of the show, except for little Home Sweet Home. But fuck, thank God they're doing Jailhouse Rock again. Fuck. Whew. God, and I hope fucking Machine Gun Kelly goes out on tour with them and just fucking stays out on tour with them because he's so fucking amazing. No, he's not. I wonder if his douchebag girlfriend was there too. Megan Fox. What a morally bankrupt person. She's about as credible as Amber Heard. Everybody stay metal out there. Listen to the new Def Leppard album. That'll be my album of the episode. You know, my Def Leppard album. Diamond Star Halos. Am I recommending it? It's alright. It's alright. It's not fucking amazing. If you want to listen to amazing Def Leppard, you're going to probably find that album. You know? Some would say Hysteria. Yeah, I'm in the middle on Hysteria. High and Dry. On Through the Night's got a couple of cool songs. So, anybody, stay metal. Yeah.